Michigan impossible, parallel to incredible, physically untouchable, visibly unattainable. Michigan impossible, parallel to incredible, physically untouchable.
There you
Hey. Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm great. I'm great. This is awesome. Thank you for being so patient.
No. Zoom will make you be that way.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm gonna turn you up a little. No kidding. But it's worth it. It's worth the wait.
Oh, always. Just talking that small time that we got to talk when I was in the airport was enough. I'm like, oh wow, I know this is gonna be a good interview because that small conversation was great anyway.
Aw, thanks, Patty. How was Paris?
It was great. Now all I got to see of Paris was their airport.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was. Yeah, I went over there for Barcelona, Spain.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I
but
stayed another week.
I know, right? Exactly.
Oh, I ain't coming home.
Man, it make you feel that way, literally. And it was business. It was a business trip, and it was a great business trip. It turned out really great. And the guy that when I came back, his dad lives there, and he's like, oh man, Patty, you didn't get to see everything. He started showing me these videos of it, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta go back because it's simply gorgeous.
I can't even imagine what Spain must be like. I mean, I've never been overseas like that. That was amazing.
Oh yeah, you got to do it at least, somewhere. Go somewhere over there. It's all beautiful, expensive, but it's worth it. You save up your money, it's worth it. So yeah, and actually, they want me to come back in March, so I'm gonna see.
That's awesome.
Might be going.
That's for what? The same thing?
Same thing. Yep.
More music stuff. Awesome.
Yep. Oh yeah.
How was your last interview?
Oh my god, that was crazy. He forgot the interview, so then he's trying to make it up. Like, I'm here, I'm ready. And then once again, we couldn't get the Zoom to work right on his end. I don't know what was going on with Zoom. And then so we did the whole audio thing. So I'm like, I'll make that work. And then it was just his answers to my questions. It was like, you don't know who I am. I've been doing music for 15 years. This interview is over. I was like, dude, I music. I just I said, my fan base don't know you. You better come on and answer my questions. Right. So how was your day?
Huh?
How was your day though?
Oh my gosh, it was great. I had a great day today. I got some bubblegum pink carpet today in my room. My room is so dingy dark that the bubblegum part, I'm like, should I ever get bubblegum pink carpet? I'm like, yeah, I did it. I just went for it and it brightened up my whole room. I was like, okay, this is
You could have said it. It's okay to say it. And y'all, she censored herself. That is so funny. I love it. Now,
be careful.
I know, right? Now, was the carpet called bubblegum pink bubblegum?
Bubblegum pink. And I'm a tomboy, whatever you want to call it. I straddle both sides.
Yeah.
I really do. I love doing the boy stuff and the girl stuff. Yes, I'm girly and I'm boy. I want to be.
Same here. Yes, same here. ain't never changed.
No, ain't gonna change here either. I don't know. It's more fun that way. You have more fun.
Exactly. Like I can't do that. That's for boys. Nah, man. How do I do that? Show me how to do it. Now I love it when I see you with you and your daughter on a horseback riding. Oh my God, I love horses.
We just went last Saturday, so we were supposed to be there to cut trees. We did. We cut a bunch of trees down because she's got this new place called K&K Hideaway. Okay. So she's getting ready to build some cabins, and she's gonna have this whole hospitality thing. And so she says, she's like, Mom, I need help. We need help cutting down some trees. And we're like, okay, we got you. So we went up there real quick, and we went there for the weekend. And she's like, well, can you go for a ride after we're done? I'm like, sure, let's do it. So we were gone for like almost 8 hours or something like that. And we're going to do a shore-to-shore ride. We're going to end up doing like a 2-week horseback ride next year. And I'm like, what's wrong with me?
Right. Now, was that you or your daughter that saw the bear?
My daughter. Oh my gosh, you heard about that?
Yes, I follow you guys. I pay attention.
Daddy, I love you. You're so nice. So sweet. And I just, oh my God, my heart. I'm sorry. No, she saw the. I saw it was a. She sent me a little TikTok, or not TikTok. I'm sorry, Snapchat.
Instagram? Oh, okay.
And I was on Snapchat, and there was this little baby bear across her path, and her horse just like froze.
Yeah, he felt it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he knew before she even saw it come across. I'm like, oh my God. And when I saw the snap, I was like, is the rest of the family gonna come across
Exactly.
too?
That's what I was like. I'm like, wait, because they usually come afterwards.
Yeah, like the deer family and all that.
Yep, exactly.
Like, right after.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh my God. Wow. Now is that in Michigan? Because I know we do have bears.
Yeah, we do. Black bears.
Yep.
She lives up there in Coatmish, right? It's like about a half hour. She's a half hour north of Traverse City.
Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a nice little drive.
She got there. I'm sorry.
I said that's a nice drive.
Yeah. Well, it's about. I think it took us about three hours to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So my dog was good. She was in the back seat and just like la-di-da. I'm just gonna chill out. She stood up, sat in the back seat and just watched out the window the entire time.
Wow,
She
nice.
didn't sleep. My dog she's human. I think she's really human.
Right. Well, I didn't realize I wasn't following Death by Lip Sync. I just followed you on Death because I liked it. And I'm about to order me a mug. I saw your mugs, they on sale. So I'm about to get the Death by Lipstick mug and have my, it's that time of the year where you got to sip, on some tea to keep warm. So
that's so nice. Thank you for your support.
I mean, you have to, man. You have to support each other. Now, one of the reasons we're going to get into the questions or whatever, but I want my audience to understand. I've known this lady for a couple of years. When I can't even remember what the event was, but I think it had something to do with the heat, and was at this hotel. Do you remember that? And they were in these rooms or whatever, and then I think I sang for her. This was like one of the first people I ever like really sang for her. And she let me sing my little song, and she was like, "You're really nice." I remember that so well, and I was like, "Oh, she's so cool." So
hey, it's about supporting. It's always about supporting. Now look at you now.
Hey man, hey, had to keep at it. But you were like part of the motivation too, though, because it's not too often that we meet other females in the business. You know what I'm saying? Our numbers are low. We're, they're growing, as what people don't know is a lot of us now in the background, but in these beginning stages, we weren't. We were, we were the minority. So it was cool to, see you in the position, even see you now as you grow, whatever, because I watched you and rest in peace to your father. I believe it was the father who had passed, right?
Yes, last summer. Thank you. Patty.
Yep, I was there.
Don't do that. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Put them back in your eyes. But I watched you guys build your studio.
Oh, did you really?
Yes, I'm telling you, I'll be paying attention. And so then when he passed, I was like, oh, but he got to help you finish it at least. And I thought that was so cool.
Thank you so much. I have my dad, who passed away. He was a big part of the financial part of it. My stepdad, who I call my father, his name is Rich Harvey, and he actually was the contractor of he built it all. Nice. My dad wasn't capable because he was sick, but he was there helping buy the stuff, and I think Kiana, she pitched in, and originally it was really Kiana's studio. She's like, "Mom, I want the studio. I want this big studio," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, right," And she's like, "Well, I'll help you pay for it." I'm like, "Okay, show me the money."
Right.
So that's how that came about, and we ended up it was just like a labor of love.
Yep.
Really. It was just a labor of love. And my stepdad was like, I don't really call him my stepdad. He's my dad.
It's your dad. That's right, man.
So, and he was like, I'll do it. You just pay me what you can and I'll do it. And it's beautiful. Divino Records. It's been working. We've been recording and producing, and I don't know what I'd do without that studio now.
Right.
I got Pro Tools. I got Pro Tools 21. I mean, it don't get better than that. I got all the great plugins, all the newest plugins. I can't ask for anything better,
Yeah.
And I have my partner Randy, Randy Lynch, and he's hooked me up with some great plugins, and I'm like, okay, you better make sure when you order that you order for two.
Right. Exactly. So my first question.
Yeah.
So congratulations on the studio. Tim, I love it. I love that whole process. It was awesome.
Thank you.
The name Death by Lipstick. How do we come up with that?
Let's see. When I was working with Marshall Black, it was his name. I was the vice president of Reel to Reel Productions. Okay. So yeah, I was his vice president, and I know that you were just working with him. I think.
Yeah.
I think I saw something or a post of yours, and I have questions for you about all that.
Okay.
I get to answer your question first.
So we're trying to interview back on me then.
I love this. We need to do this more often.
I know, right?
So one night, he came up to me and he's like, "Hey, Jaunty, I have this name, Death by Lipstick. Do you think you'd be interested in it?" And at the time, I was just his vice president. I was, doing all the A&R stuff, and we were doing all kinds of stuff together. And I'm like, wow, Death by Lipstick. I love that. And I said, well, where did you come up with that name? He goes, well, I've had it for a long time. Mm-hmm. And actually, it was, I guess, a young girl band that used to have Death by Lipstick. It was a young girl band that he was trying to make something with, and nothing came out of it. And it just sat there with him and his friend that owned the name. And he says, nothing's happening with this name. So I think you'd be perfect for this name, and I was like, I felt honored, really, I felt honored. I was like, yeah. I said, if you're not doing anything with it, let me do something with it.
Run with it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And you know what? It's funny because when I got the LLC and all that stuff, the bank, they love the name so much that they said, well, guess what client I have? I have a client named Death by Lipstick. And they told me nobody beat that name. Nobody could beat that name. And they said, I win the bets of the best client names in the bank because of you. I was like, should I get some money from this? Should I get a prize?
What's my prize? Right. Awesome.
Yeah, so that's how it came about, and it just kind of took off from there. So
now, did it have the logo already, or you created the logo afterwards?
No, I created it after. I had the bullets with the lips, and it's funny because I have my brand colors are like red, white, and black, but I look terrible in red lipstick. I can't wear red lipstick. I was like, okay, how am I gonna represent my brand? I'm gonna have to get a model or something. I was like, I'm a peachy brown girl, I wish I could be that. I had to look at this. I had this little stapler, and it's like,
there you go. Exactly.
So, I'm just as close as I get.
Right. So, excuse me. How did you get in the business? Because you just mentioned just a few things I didn't even know. You go way back. Dealing with Marshall, whatever. Why, what, when, what happened?
Well, I've always loved music. I'll try to make this fast. I've always loved music for the longest time. My parents, I grew up with folk music. I love Dylan. I don't know. I knew I always wanted to do something in music.
Okay.
And, but I started doing some vet tech stuff, and I'm like, everybody kept telling me, Jaunty, how are you going to make, money in music? It's like a pipe dream, for people.
It's a hobby, yes.
Yeah, but I'm just like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I love this. Yeah. Music is my life. It really is my life. And anybody that you meet who knows me will tell you that music is my life. And so I started getting involved with, I a guy named Meeks, and he was with Rockstar in Excess.
Okay.
He was, I don't know if you remember that show, Rockstar in Excess. It was way back. I don't know if it was 2011, 10, something like that. Anyways, I did some grassroots. I helped with some grassroots campaign for Rockstar in Excess, and I was doing work trying to help promote Meeks.
Okay.
On Rockstar, and he ended up doing stuff with later on after Rockstar, he ended up doing stuff with Queen. And started doing all the Queen stuff, and started doing like all these musicals, and he just started touring, and it just got it was crazy. And so anyways, and then I started working with some more Rockstar in Excess contestants, Deanna Johnston. And I started doing booking for her. I was booking some shows for her and her husband, Sean Morey, who also wrote for American Idol. And stuff like that. So it kind of goes on and on. But so that's kind of how I started getting into it. I was helping Meg and Deanna hired me actually to help her promote herself. Just Deanna Johnston. And so next thing I know, I'm getting, she's sending me texts to help her promote. And I'm like, God, this is a dream for me because I love this stuff, you know. And then my daughter wins a singing competition in Benton, and Marshall was the producer.
Oh, okay.
That's how I met Marshall. So that's how I met him, and we started talking after my daughter Kiana won. We were going to do a song together. They were going to do a song together, and he found out that I was a vet tech booking bands on the side of my vet job. So on my break, I was booking bands in Flint.
Did you hear okay, what?
I was on the phone, for like an hour, 45 minutes, trying to book bands, and because I had to have bands booked by the time I got home or that weekend. So it was all of that, and I got involved with the union, the Flint Federation of Musicians, and things like that, and I became a rep for the union, a union rep for the Flint Federation of Musicians, and it's done lots of stuff. Lots of stuff happened. It's a long story, but that's a long story short. And then finally, after a while, I told Marshall, I was like, I'm gonna open up my own business. I think I'm gonna go DBL, on my own. I'm gonna cut the ties. Because there are a lot of things that I wanted to do that Marshall did so differently than what I wanted, and I didn't agree with some of the things that Marshall did, and not that he was doing them wrong. I just wanted. I had a different mindset about it. And how I wanted to handle people and things like that. And I had a different outlook about it. So I was like, I think if I went on my own, I could really help people more. So if that makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, I'm sorry if it was so long.
No, it's perfect. You gotta get to the meat and of the story. So no, I love the story and it answered my question.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot. Marshall taught me a lot of stuff. I was very lucky and very blessed to be in that situation where he was so gracious enough to teach me certain things and teach me about, I know I am not an engineer and I don't want to be. So no, thank you.
Right.
I want to go to school for that crap. I know, and so for me, it's I can see an artist and I just know where they should be or what they need, I don't know, it's almost instinctual.
I totally understand.
You know what I mean, don't you?
I totally get it.
You're like that too.
Yeah. Exactly. So we just got to talking. I didn't even do my intro. What up, though, everybody? It's your girl PJ DAKOTA. I am here with my awesome guest, Jaunty Meeks of Death by Lipstick, and you guys, my family say right, Death by Lipstick Productions. And you guys just heard the story about how the name and everything got started. So Death by Lipstick is a music production and consulting company, DBL, specializing in innovative artist development. And it says their focus is on the empowerment of artists, and the goal is to increase growth outreach for their clients. Now, That's a lot. But you guys need to understand we need everything that she just said that her company does. Because today's industry does not offer artist development, all those little things that we need to grow as an artist. They don't do that anymore. So we need companies like Def like, Lipstick, me, whoever else that does it. And if you guys get a chance to even mess with this lady in any form of fashion, I suggest you talk to her because she's the real deal. She's the real deal.
You're the real deal, Patty. I see what you have to offer. I've watched some of your stuff. I learned a lot from you too, darling. You have a lot. Yeah, I learned a lot from you, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know that. So it's you're so informative, and I love your heart is like mine, that way where you just take the artist and you just like fill them with love. You want to help them so much.
So much, yes.
I know. I'm with you. I feel the same way. I feel the same exact way.
Yep, and I've been there and done that, and now you get older and you do all those things for so long, and there's nothing at the end of the rainbow after we did it all. And I was like, dude, I put my heart and soul into you, and you still didn't see the vision that we were trying to create for you.
Yeah.
Because it's about patience. We think we're creating the hits, but if the market and the radio don't agree with it or the fan base don't believe, it won't happen. We gotta go back to the drawing board. So artists don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm really, like that. And I'm really, really picky now with anybody that I work with. And if I'm messing with you, you have something that I know it's worth putting time into. So I pray that these jokers I'm working with now understand that and give me the time to mold them. And it's about go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. No, they have to be open. They have to be open for advice. And if they're not open, because there's a lot of artists that are old school. They're all very old school, and they believe one way, and they don't see another way. And there's always different ways to skin a cat. And in this business, you have to just be open-minded to suggestions.
Oh yeah. But it makes it hard when they ask for the help, and then you try to give it to them, and they still, want to be over here to the left. And like, dude, you can't be the driver and the passenger. Come on now, pick a seat, one of the two.
Well, they want to kind of control the situation, and which I understand. I mean, a lot of artists are right now. They get a lot of, they get a lot of crap, and you can't blame them. They don't get respected. I mean, shoot, they don't even get paid well. You got to fight for pay. And lucky if you have to fight for credit. And everything. You may get, crapped on one or the other or both. I understand that they're kind of, they can be very jaded at times.
Mm-hmm. But when it wasn't like that, they were still like that. You know what I'm saying? When the industry was like, hey, we're giving signing bonuses and everybody get $1 million, they still was like that. It was like, uphill battle with these cats. Let's see. What do you think about the new music sound that's out today?
I love it.
Okay.
I depending on what you're talking about, are you talking about like in pop, or what are you talking about? Like what type of genre of music, or
okay. First of all, I'll go with rap.
Rap?
Yeah.
I think I really love, there's a just like anything else, there's some that I love and some that I don't.
Okay.
And I love rap, period. I love pop, rap, rock. I love it all. I really love it all. To me, a good song is a good song, depending on, it doesn't matter what genre it is.
Yeah.
But if you're asking about rap, I think that it could it needs depending on, it's always about the story.
Yeah.
The story can sell it all, and if you have a good melody, it can work. So I don't know. I think so far I think they're doing pretty good, but I like to see some new stuff happening for rap. Exactly. Some new, definitely a new type of genre. Like I know that a lot of the rap is doing some country stuff, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a great direction for rap. It's something different, because it's you want something that's unique.
Yeah. Now you mentioned country. And I say country because to me now country is like a little bit more country
Yeah.
rock more now than
Yeah.
I used to be. So
Yeah, I mean, you know, the cool thing about music is you can put anything in it. You can
that's
put
true.
Scottish music to a rap, you know,
Right,
it
right,
just,
right.
and it'll probably work if with the right producer. You
Yeah.
know, it just depends on what it is. I think trying new things is amazing. That's what you know, that's when you come up with, oh crap, I hit. This could be
Right,
it.
right.
You
Who would
know,
have thought
and you
it,
would
huh?
never expect it to be, you know.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, how did that even happen? And why did
Right,
I
right.
think of that?
Oh man, we late. Um,
I hope I answered your question.
no, you did. No, you did. You did.
Okay.
You kind of touched on this next question a little, and I hope you understand when I ask the question. What does music do for you?
Oh, wow. 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 Oh my gosh. That's a great question. Man, I'm in love with music, so I guess it completes me, I guess.
Mm.
You know, music inspires me. It drives me. Definitely. It drives me. It drives me to want to, you know, help other people. How can I make it better? You know, it definitely inspires me. So that's such a great question, Patty. I want to hear your answer too, if I can. Would you mind?
You
Because
can.
I think it's important, and it's the love of my life. I was just telling a friend of mine that song named Brandy. I don't know, you know, Brandy, I'm a fine girl, such a fine girl, what a good wife. You know that song?
Yeah.
Well, that song is that if you listen to it, that song is about a sailor who meets this girl from the bar, and her name is Brandy, and she likes him, and but he said to her, "Oh, you're a good wife. You could be a good wife, but my love is the sea. My love is the sea. I don't know if I could
Hard it. Yeah,
come to you, marry you because I'm married to the sea.
yeah.
Well, that's kind of how I feel. I feel like my whole life is made for music. Everything, my whole direction has always been that way. So I don't know. I don't know.
Answered it. No, you
Okay,
answered it.
now tell me yours really
Yeah,
quick.
mine. Same thing you said. No, just joking. um, uh, oh wow, yeah, yeah, it's almost the same answer, but it's like,
Hard, isn't it?
yeah, but I know the answer. It's just like
Yeah.
how you find the right word so it encompasses everything I want to say. But it's like it's everything. And it goes back to like my parents. They don't understand. Like I don't know why you want to do. That's a hobby. That's whatever, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know how to explain it. You know, is and all I can think of is when I'm talking to people like if I'm talking to teachers, they be like, I just love teaching children and kids and whatever. And I be like, that's how I am with my music. I
Yeah.
love coming into the studio. I love touching the mixer and the playing the keyboards and coming up with concepts for hours and look up and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But it's in my blood. It's in the veins. You think about it constantly, all the time.
Yes.
And I can't even believe some people don't do it. Like you don't do music, you don't know about no music. What you talking about? You know what I'm saying? It's
I know what's wrong with you.
yeah, right. What's wrong with you? But it's my food. It's my nourishment.
Oh
It
my God, that's
makes
a great way to put it.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's
Food.
that. And I need it. I don't know what I would. The only thing that I could substitute it right now would be fishing. I could fish every day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Really?
Yeah. If I didn't do music, I'd fish every day because that's
So you're that passionate about fish like you are music, or are you more passionate for music than fish?
I'm more passionate for music than fishing. But I'm saying if I couldn't do music no more, I would just fish every day and be happy.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. That's me for sure. I think that's why we're where we are today.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good. And there's been times where you just want to quit. You know what? I just give up. I just this. Oh, okay. I'm back in the studio, and then you're back doing the same thing. You know, whatever. I think over the years for me, because I used to just always just in the studio making tracks, and then I started getting to the business part of it.
Yeah.
And
Different.
it wasn't doing the tracks no more. And now I'm trying to even it out to go back to church, but still do the business part because it was really important to know the business end of it as well and know the scope of everything. Because what I didn't want was to get into the business and not know what everybody was doing for me. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people that's got positions like they handle this, they handle that. Like, why they handle that? How does that affect me? What is that going to do for my career? Whatever. So I'm at a point where I understand, and if I don't, I know to ask questions now. And I'm people like you and Marshall, and then I can call on them, but like, hey, this is what's going on. Why they doing that? And then y'all always had the answers for me. And I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. But I just didn't want to be in a position to not know what was going on. So.
Right, gosh, I'm so glad that you said that too, because I think that's where artists should do more of. Mm-hmm. They need to be, more proactive in that direction of learning the business side. And I understand it's hard. It's hard to do the two brains.
Yes.
And I know artists I just want to make my music, but it's so important to build your empire. You have to build your own empire in music. And when artists start finally realizing that, and they just start accepting it, and I think that, they'll probably get more out of what they want. And not everyone's going to be famous, but at least they'll get more jobs. They'll get paid better. Mm-hmm. More money will come in, and they'll have multiple streams of income.
Yep.
And that's where I think it should be is, that's why I always tell my artists, don't just rely on gigs, don't rely on the Spotify stuff, because that stuff doesn't always work. You gotta go outside of music sometimes, or even if it's whatever, just go out there and whatever you're good at, just go out there and make money doing that.
Yeah.
Even if it's online, something online, and you're getting like an ebook or something like that. Yeah. But it's something, if about music, if music, teach.
Yeah.
Bring in some money and teach. Do some live videos. Teach. I mean, there's lots of ways that you can do it, and I love what you just said. It's I wish more artists did that. They don't focus on those things. They just focus on and I understand they focus on the dream.
I totally get it, exactly, because that's what they're programmed to see. The TV says limousines and gold chains and whatever. I got to get that, and I'm like, dude, that's there. The money there. If you do this, you can get that and all that. So
they want everybody else to do it for them.
Yep, exactly.
They really do. And we do. Hey, I do what I can, but I still make my artist work. You have to prove to me that you want it, that you're working as hard as I am. We're both gonna have to work the same, because I just like you got to tell your artists, I'm sure, hey, I'll do this and this, but you got to do that, and that.
Exactly.
For this to all come together, because it takes a team.
Yeah, it takes a team. And a lot of times artists will be like, it's just so much. I don't know. And I'd be like, y'all don't realize how much of the stuff I'm asking you do, you already do. So
yeah.
So give you an example, what I mean by that is my friend was trying to put a resume together. And she was like, I've never worked in the office and I've never done this and whatever. I said, you got kids? She said, yeah. I said, that's management. You manage your kids every day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I said, did you fold the clothes up? Did you do laundry? She said, yeah. I said, that's organization, baby. Put that down. I just would do these little things. And she was like, dude, I said, you know how to do blah, blah. I said, that's filing. And then she was like, oh my God, I can do this. And I was like, yes. And she got the job.
That's awesome. You just made it very simple, and then you're like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah. And it was like, dude, you know how to answer the phone, right? Okay, that's communication. You communicate with people. So she was like, oh my God, I can do this. And girl, you good.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I kind of do too. I was just, I have them do like one or two things at a time, and I build them up.
Yep.
And until they're ready for the next thing. And I just keep throwing stuff at them, and then I challenge them. And, like with Lexi, I've been with Lexi since she was 15.
Okay.
And so, she's 20, what is she, 25, 24 now? 20.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been developing her for a long time. Mm-hmm. And she's pretty much been around here. She's been around here all these years, and she knows what I do. She knows my business, most of it. Yeah. she could probably run DBL if she wanted to now.
Right.
You know, so she's pretty much grown up in the business, and because I've started out with her, hey, you better know what this means. You better, find yourself a well, Randy's a publishing company, so we're under his umbrella for publishing companies, and with Randy we can do so much, but I can pretty much we graduate everybody to Randy. So but yeah, I mean, it's important to, when you're with an artist, to teach them the ropes of the business. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Now I see that you guys with your production now, you guys just got some music placed in a movie.
Yeah, we got Tale of Tales.
Yeah.
Tale of Tales. We have a whole soundtrack out for Tale of Tales.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's a whole soundtrack, and there's Phoenix Uncaged on there, Kiana. Third New Day is on there. There's a whole soundtrack, and it was the #1 TV series on Tubi. And
nice.
Thank you. We're so blessed. I'm so, congratulations to the Tale of Tales cast and crew, Harley Whalen, Katie Whalen. We're so excited for them, and they're winning multiple awards as well as other movies. So they're winning multiple awards for other movies as well. And I mean, we just what was it, last year we did a premiere for Rotten Tail. So we had another movie called Rotten Tail, where Kiana's song Pennsylvania Avenue was in that. Nice. So we've been really blessed, and lots of great, a lot of great new projects happening. I can't talk about them right this second, but doing a lot of, we do a lot of the multimedia stuff, so we're involved, and so I'm really super stoked, and just, blessed to be in partnership with Randy and Alan, and and the things that we do together. It's really pretty amazing.
Nice. Okay. Did you go to school for music, or you just was because you did over the years, you just learned it?
Are you kidding me? I didn't go to school are you kidding me? I barely made it through school. I was lucky I graduated.
Right. Okay.
No, I didn't go to school. My school was happening the time I signed on to Death by Lipstick, and I started working with doing the booking. I taught myself everything. Good. A lot still to learn.
Yeah.
But I'm good. I think the things that I don't know is that's where I have lots of great friends that know, and professionals in the industry that can, like same thing. If I have a question, I just go to them. I can just say, hey, what's going on with this? And I get the answers, so it's really perfect.
Cool. Okay. So I think you answered this when I was going to say, what artists are you working with right now?
I'm still working with Lexi Jones. I'm working with Mo Money. Right now I'm doing some work with Mo Money. He's another Detroit artist. And that I super love. And so I've been working with him very closely, doing some work with my friend Joe Becker. And he's with the union. So the musicians union. So I'm doing some work with him. And just I'm doing Rayfield Banks. He used to be in a jazz band called Smooth Operation. And he's in the Flint area, and he's got an EP coming out soon. I can't say much about it, because I don't want to blow it for him.
Right.
I'm really super stoked about him. We did about I hope I can remember this, 4 or 5 songs on him already. And they're just beautiful songs, and he's a bass player. So he's about to open up his new jazz club here in Flint soon.
Really? Oh, I look forward to that. We haven't had a jazz club in years.
Yeah. I hope I didn't just blow the whistle, but
No. But yeah,
I
don't tell nobody.
when you hear it go down, you'll know who it is.
I know. Yep. Exactly. Now I saw you had an artist named Red. You still working with him?
Oh yeah. No, Red. We got signed. He's signed to a label, so we signed him off. We're still with him, and we still support him, and whatever he needs, we're here for him all the time. And
familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, dude, I've seen this dude somewhere. I don't know, but
probably. Yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff with Magic Ninja. So yeah, but as far as closely, I'm not really working closely with, but I'm still we're still working together.
Yeah, got you. The consulting end, I get you. What was my question? If there was a mainstream artist you could work with, who would it be?
Wow, that's a great question. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh man. Well, wow, you got me good on this one. Oh, Main Street art. Oh, all of them. I don't care. I'll take them all. Mainstream artists. Wow. Well, I guess I'd have to say, because they've been my longtime loves of my life. Duran would be one of them.
Okay.
So, but I would love to work with Madonna. I would love to work with J-Lo. I really would.
Okay. There's some good picks. Okay.
Let's see, with guys, definitely. What would I pick for a guy? I would love to do some more work with. I would love to work with Eminem, actually.
Okay.
I would really love to work with him.
Okay.
Randy worked with him.
Yeah.
And it's my turn.
Okay. Right. You next. Exactly.
Right.
Cool.
Thank you for asking that. What about you? I had to ask you that question now, real quick.
Ask me that question. I would like to work with Fantasia.
I love Fantasia.
Yes.
Amazing.
Who else? She's like my favorite artist of all times. Of course, Janet Jackson, my other favorite.
Oh man.
And guy wise, Chris Brown, I love him to death. And I think Bruno Mars.
Bruno, I would love to work with Bruno too. I agree.
Yeah. So.
That would be a great. Maybe I would love to collaborate.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny because my single Just Skate was out, and then his second single was something about skate. And everyone was like, "Oh, Patty!" I mean, people were like texting me, "Patty, you hear that song by Bruno? He's stealing your song." I said, "I know. His don't even sound good like mine." They were like, "No, we don't like Bruno's."
So you put out a Just Skate? It's called Just Skate?
Yeah, it's called Just Skate. A lady named Angela McClendon, man, she'd been following me like for 2 years. And every time we would see, she would see me, she go, "Hey, Patty, I need to work with you on this skate song." And I didn't know what she was talking about. This skate song. And then I moved to Texas. It was right in the beginning of this pandemic. And she hit me up and she was like, "Dude, I'm gonna send you this track. I need you to write to it. Just mention skate in it somewhere, okay?" And I was like, "All right then." I said, "Well, I live in Texas now, so I'm gonna have to email it to you." She said, "What?" She said, "You moved?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Don't worry about it. We can take care of it. I'll record it down here, send it to you, blah, blah, blah." And I wrote it. She loved it. She flew me back like a week later to shoot the video for it. And man, if everything could go wrong, it went wrong, but the people there would have never known it. Like, she had hired this guy to shoot the video and he didn't show up. So then she had to make some phone calls to some people that had cameras, and they showed up. And it was all girl crew. When they were shooting, one was a drone and one was a camera. Instead, they just shot it and we made it work.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
Isn't it great how it just kind of, even though it wasn't supposed to work,
it did. And it was supposed to rain that day. And the Lord said, "Nope, not doing these 4 hours right here." And then the moment we said cut, we walked up on the steps and it started pouring.
Wow.
He let us finish. He let us finish. yeah, he let us finish that whole thing, and I thought that was so cool. And
Wow,
then
that's awesome.
so then she was like, all right, we got to edit this video footage. Do you got anybody for me? I said, yeah, send it to so and so. And then she ended up calling the guy, and the guy said, I don't have the time right now, but you need to talk to. Now he didn't know I sent her, and he said, well, you need to talk to Patty Barnett.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
she just edited, and she was like, that's who told me to call you. And it was so funny. So then she called me back. She's like, you edit? I was like, yeah, I do everything. I just thought you wanted somebody else to do it. So I ended up editing it, and everybody, it turned out great. And we got some good numbers on the video, and the song made the
Congratulations.
Billboard charts. 22,
Really?
yeah, 22 on the Billboard chart, the pop charts, and then number 6 on the iTunes pop charts.
Wow, Patty!
Yeah.
No kidding. That's
Yes.
amazing, girl.
Yeah, so I was really, really happy about that. So hopefully before the year's over, I'm gonna order my plaques and I can put them on my walls. And I'm like, yes, yeah, you know.
Oh,
So
I'm so happy for you. That's wonderful.
yeah, thank you. So,
Is that your first time that that happened, or?
Yep.
Really? Wow, that's great.
Yeah, on a crazy song that everybody was saying they liked it, but they was like, you really took a chance on doing a song on skating. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, during the whole time we was promoting or whatever, Def Jam hit me up, and they was like, man, we like you. We looked you up. We like you, whatever. But what's up with this song? You know, just skate or whatever. Can you send us something? So I sent them that and a couple of other songs, and they was like, we really don't know what to do with Just Skate, so we're gonna pass. And they passed on me because they didn't know how to market Just Skate.
Wow, that's, you know what? I've heard that so many times. I'm sorry to hear that, but
Yeah.
you know what? It might be up for something better than that.
Yeah. And so
there's other record companies that
right, and I didn't take offense to it. Yeah, I didn't take offense to it at all. But then I was like, it's all
just knowing
good.
that they were interested is amazing.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's how I took it. I was like, oh wow, they sought me out and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But it was about them numbers. We were doing some really good numbers. They saw them numbers. It was like, I did. But it's all good. It's, you know, it's all good. And so no, that's like you were saying, you see me do my classes and my little teaching, my little sessions, whatever. And I want them to see that, like, dude, you guys can obtain a plaque of your own. You can get on these charts. But you got to put in that time and that work and that, you know, patience, the whole thing. You got to do it all, because it was, man, we were sitting there pushing that button like play.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We was up and we was calling people, yo, you got an iPhone? Play the song. We was calling people, and they was, supporting us and playing the song and everything. So it helped. It made it work. So yeah.
Well, that's just you trying to, you're driving that song, and people don't do that enough, really.
Nope, they don't.
And that you're proof of how that turns out if you do it, if you do the work.
Yeah, you do it.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, it was funny. I remember, I don't know if you know who Tom Giraldi is, or Giraldi, I think his last name is. And I'm sorry, Tom, if I mess up your name, but he was from the Disc, and he was one of the guys that passed on the Beatles from the Disc.
Oh, I know, he just like beating himself.
Yeah, that's like one of his big stories. And he passed on the Beatles. And so I was like, okay, I know you regret that, right? So it could be one of those moments.
Exactly. Oh, wow.
I know. I always love that story. He always makes me laugh. He's such a good guy.
Yeah,
he was so mad at himself about it.
I know, right?
About it today. So you got to.
Yeah, you have to. Exactly. Well, that was all my questions.
Patty, don't give up on that song, though.
Oh no, I'm not. Because actually, I think either this month or next month is actually skating month. I didn't even know there was a skating month. And so go ahead.
I was gonna tell you, one of my favorite producers is Now Rogers, and he just opened up a skating rink. And so you should send him the song.
Oh yes.
Send him the song.
Yes.
It.
Yeah. Well, who said? You said Neil Young?
Now Rogers.
Oh, Now Rogers.
From Chic.
Yeah, I remember now. Okay, then.
Yeah. He opened look up his skating. He just opened up a skating rink.
I am going to send it to him. Yes. 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 So that was one of the big reasons why we had gone to Barcelona, because Barcelona holds this big skating event every year. So
Yeah.
thousands of people come and skate. So
Wow.
we sent the song, they liked it. So then, we just go there and network with the DJs or whatever, and get the song big over there. Because a lot of times we'll be big overseas before we are here in the States. And
True.
so far, everybody love it. And Africa love it. Whatever they want us to come there. And
Wow.
so
That's
it's bring the opportunities to come. So yeah. But my new song that's gonna come out, you're gonna hear, it's called "Devil Is a Lie," and that song will be out soon.
Okay, cool. Devil is a lie, huh?
Yeah, he is a liar. That's right.
He is a liar. Girl, it was such a pleasure.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on, and we have to talk more and talk outside of this on some other stuff, because I would love to come to your studio and record.
Oh my God, please. I'm right here. Come on, girl. Come on.
We're gonna do it.
That would be
Everybody, this is Jaunty Meeks, Death by Lipstick Productions. Make sure you guys check her out. I'm your girl PJ Dakota. We out of here. Deuces. See you later, girl. Love you.
I love you too. Thank you very much.
Yes. We made it work.
I'm gonna figure out how to turn this off.
Was it in? It won't end.
Oh.
Okay, there we go.
Michigan impossible, parallel to incredible, physically untouchable, visibly unattainable. Michigan impossible, parallel to incredible, physically untouchable, lyrically indestructible. Michigan impossible, parallel to incredible, physically untouchable, visibly unobtainable. Michigan impossible, parallel.